We can't keep going this way. I have to get the General's dispatch back to Captain Vistra. We can't keep going this way. I'm going back. I have to get this dispatch to Captain Vistra.
You there! You can see... Who am I? Why, I am Richard Dusant, famous adventurer and treasure hunter. At least, that's who I was, before the cultists in Dresden Keep killed me. I was in the ruins, searching for the treasure, you see. The renowned treasure of Dresden Keep, of course! You could finish my quest for me. There are 3 statues, the heralds. Take the offerings I brought in my backpack and present them to the proper heralds. That should open a passage under the well. Now listen carefully. There will be a lot to remember. The histories I read never specified, but it said that the greatest treasure of the Breton kingdoms was stored here. The heralds are 3 engraved statues that each offer a riddle. You must place an offering before each herald. There are a number of possible offerings in my bag. Take my backpack and see if you can match the offerings to the correct heralds. Yes, the bastards! I tried to sneak... Wasting time is an important part of life.
Worthy of the treasure of Dressen Keep. Worthy of the treasure of Dressen Keep.
Je epeia ven, eve esgravia lambe, ye lae ne goria, heca, dilia yemen. It returns. I told you to go. How fortunate for you. But no one ever considers the wants and desires of a ghost. Over. What a presumptuous question. Such temerity. You are very rude. Yes, I intended to aid the Direni. They did. Well, I'm glad to hear that, at least. Forgive me.
Who is it? Who comes to these ancient corridors after all these years?
I can feel the grip of those In truth, I do not know. My people are long gone. I could move on to Aetherius, or I could remain in Tamriel. See what became of the land after the Elysians were defeated. You have shown me that I am as much a...
You are the first to come here in many long centuries, since this place was sealed. I despaired of anyone ever finding their way here. I am the High Librarian of Dresden Keep. I was charged with protecting our greatest treasure, the combined histories of the earliest days of High Rock. Indeed, our patron is Hermaeus Mora, the scryer of the heavens and he who determines the tides of... Take this index. It contains the names of all the volumes and scrolls the keep contains. Like a civilized person, you may leave through the door on the far side of the vault. No need to use.
You've returned. What did you find? Was it jewels? Ivory? Gold? What? There's no fabulous treasure? There's no gold? I died for a bunch of moldy old books. Ah, cruel fate. I wish I had a book before all this that would have told... I plan to meet my friend Belinway in Aldcroft after I recovered the Keep's treasures. She's in the Mages Guild. I suppose you could tell her what you found. Indeed. I know she'll be interested in what you discovered.
I thought I was hidden here. My Breton neighbors. Just because my father was a Reachman, they think I'm a cursed follower of Angolf the Grave Singer. He's a Reach Mage, part of this damned Bloodthorn cult. You're not blind. You don't trust me either. Look, I'm loyal to the Covenant. I never met him, if that's what you're... I was going to hide here until this blew over.
Well done. I am Shalador, young one, and I think you'll do nicely. Return that book to Velost. Tell her fire will show her the words.
You'd better be worth my time.
Were you successful? Do you have the tomes? Well done. You're already proving your worth to the guild. Sorry, did you say strange? What happened? Shalador? Labyrinthian's father, the Spell Mirror's forger. Are you speaking truly? And, the spell rites of the First Era used a special ink that would remain invisible until immersed in arcane fire. Perhaps that's what he meant. We have a brazier nearby burning with such a fire. Let's see what the flames reveal. Cast the book into the arcane fire. Fear not. The pages will not burn. Shalador was the most famous archmage of the First Era. His dedication to spellcraft and his commitment to research were unmatched by any before or since. Most mages revere him, though he does have his critics. Shalador felt that one should earn the right to be called mage. He created many trials to test the spellcasting mettle of men in Myr. His loudest detractors were those who failed those tests. What has the fire revealed? Complex indeed. Much of this is beyond my understanding, but here, this one is an attunement spell. We can summon Archmage Shalador himself. We'll need some ritual orbs. They'll focus your magicka, attune your life energies, and draw him to this place. The ritual will apparently also link your mind with his. It means that the Archmage will be able to guide you and speak to you whenever he chooses. Are you ready to begin? To the center. First, we attune your spirit to Shalador's. Ready. When you're set, use the orb before you.
Knew it. I was right in choosing you. I can sense. Yes, the aura around you glows with good fortune. You will be the one to help me complete my final task. What I hope to accomplish is difficult. Perhaps impossible. It will require great strength of spirit. I sense this strength in you. That is what drew us together in the ruins. A storm rages towards us, Adept. War has come to Tamriel, and the mages of this great guild must have quarter. I intend to offer them a safe haven, a sanctuary where they may study in peace. I created that sanctuary centuries ago. It was stolen from me by an agent of chaos, and magically transported to the Shivering Isles. To recover the island, we must locate 4 hidden tomes. This is the task of which I speak. They are being held in a place known as Cheesemonger's Hollow. It is a realm of the mad god, Sheogorath. Stand by my side, and I will open a portal. Be careful. Sheogorath is not to be taken lightly. I lost the sanctuary because of his nimble tongue and mad stare. To protect my legacy, while this guild was after my time, I accomplished much in Tamriel. I founded schools of magic, oversaw the construction of the Great Maze, and bore my spell mirror into battle. I know it. I laid powerful enchantments on my final resting place. When my legacy is threatened, I'm drawn back from Aetherius. My presence here is proof enough. The Three Banners War is a threat to every mage in Tamriel. I won't waste my time recounting his antics. Suffice it to say, he got the better of me. Bets were made, wagers were lost, and my sanctuary, Ivea, was pulled into his realm. My apprentices screaming all the while. He's known as the Daedric Prince of Madness, the Mad God. The Dunmer call him one of their 4 corners of the House of Troubles, and he's earned the title 1,000-fold. Don't take him too lightly. Madness comes in many forms. Sheogorath encompasses them all. He rules the Shivering Isles, but often takes an active interest in our world. That usually doesn't end well. Yes, an example of Sheogorath's humor. There are those that find his madness amusing. I am not one of those people. The Mad God would just as soon serve you an aged cheddar as he would flay the skin from your bones. Remember that.
Oh, how quaint. A mortal. Well, what is it? Here for some noble purpose, no doubt. Spell books? How pedestrian. As it happens, I'm feeling particularly charitable at present. I'll allow you to enter. After a test of your resolve. This isn't a lending library. If you want the spell books, you'll have to earn them. A portal has been opened, just behind you. Close it, and I'll grant you passage. Close the portal if you can, though you may want to deal with those scams first. That was unexpectedly competent. You'd make an adequate house servant. I don't suppose you'd consider it. The pay is meager, but the fringe benefits are appalling. Pity. The tomes you seek are beyond the door at the top of the stair. Once you're outside, follow the path. Just doing the Master's will. I will open the door for you. Oh, and mind the scamps. The little imps adore fresh flesh. Such children. Right this way. And please, try not to make a mess of things. Happy adventuring. I'm so glad we've had this time together. One must usually go to a public execution for conversation of this caliber. Oh, just one of the many shrines to my lord. The common rabble know it as Cheesemonger's Hollow. Sher Gorath is fond of it, but rarely graces it with his presence. I am Lord Sher Gorath's Chamberlain. I handle his affairs and look after the Shivering Isles while his lordship is away. Are you lost? Do you know nothing of the place you've come to? The Shivering Isles are Lord Sher Gorath's realm in oblivion. To tell you more would, as my lord puts it, spoil all the fun.
Look, Pop! Someone to play with you! Puppy doesn't like you, does he? puppy killer? Come to steal me books? What? Who? Where? What? When? Sometimes why? Speak up! Honesty is the best policy, as far as you know. Shalidor? Ho-ho! That pompous Nord and I go way back. I know what he wants. Indeed I do. Ha! His island. He wants to steal it back. How I love a challenge! Now where's the sport in that? I tell you what. I'll give you one book in exchange for your heart or lungs. Your choice. No, wait, I have a better idea. Let's have a contest. A contest wrapped in a mystery with an enigma glaze. Oh, what fun we'll have. A few tasks, the odd death trap. Nothing so difficult as, say, reassembling the Staff of Chaos or rebuilding the Numidium. Take the first book, Puppy Killer, and I'll give you an additional book for each test you pass. Are you game? Excellent! Cheese and cabbage for everyone! But wait, we should inform Shalidorable of our deal. With any luck, he'll die of embarrassment all over again. I can't wait to see the look on his face. If it's precious enough, I'm going to hang it on the wall. Ah!
What's the meaning of this? Shel Gorath!
You remember. Ah, Shalidor. You never ride, you never visit. Just now I made a deal with your lackey here. How long have you wanted those books? Eternity?
Your deals are hardly fair. What farce have you contrived this time?
Think of it as an adventure! Ha! And don't worry, I've got a surprise for you, too. I put a tiny curse on these books, just a small one. Long story short, Shal, you can never read these books.
Curse you, mad god!
Boring! Be more imaginative, Shal. Like, curse you, mad god! May you become cheese eternally gnawed by skeevers! Unfortunately, I have no more time for constructive criticism. Do stay in touch.
Curse the mad god. I don't know what game he's playing with you, but I do know the stakes. That's true. Though without my help, it will take Ballast considerably longer to translate it. I'd like you to return and let her know the bad news. I'll send you back to Tamriel then. Are you ready?
You radiate an aura of power. Does this mean you have the books? Tests? Well, that's a start, I suppose. What of Shalidor? He was drawn away from here in a burst of light. Not good, not good. I'll start translating this right away, but I hope Shalidor returns to help. Zarxus' backside! Then this is going to take a while. Check in at a guild hall from time to time. I'll leave word for you when I've finished. In the meantime, keep an eye out during your travels. There are many lost tomes scattered throughout Tamriel. Who knows, any one of these books may help us restore Shalidor's lost island haven. Check in at a guild. In the meantime, keep in... Pardon me, I must begin this translation. These runes, fascinating. Terrifying, isn't he? The will and attention of a child with the power of a Daedric prince. Well, look on the bright side. You're still upright on 2 legs. You're not inside out or bright purple or afflicted with new angry limbs. It could be worse.
If you're here about the property, you'll need to return later. I'm dealing with some unforeseen complications. Until recently, Bulag Idolas was my tenant. When I learned she used my property to run a skooma operation, she broke into my office and absconded with the deed. Without it, the guard does nothing. They don't believe I own the place. It's a total loss. Yes, you can. I can't have the place tarnishing my good name. If you recover the deed and key, I'll sign it over to you. Bulag Idolas had a falling out with her old partner. Zugugrath, I think. Try finding him wherever scum accumulates in town.
You look like you could use a drink.
Know you, and I don't want to know you. Yeah? So what? I might, for the right price, but my loyalty is expensive. Huh. So you do know how this works. I searched your place the night she left town, but the only thing worth taking was some old papers. You paid well enough, so I'll let you look through them. Check my bag.
this way. I'm going back. I have to get this dispatch to Captain Vistra.
Did you hear that the Duke of Camlorn
We can't keep going this way. I have to
He
get the
lost
General's
his
dispatch
faith
back to
and
Captain
now
Vistra. We can't keep going this way. I have to...
Once you recover 3 runes, one each of potency, essence, and aspect, we shall begin the enchanting process. You likely notice their distinctive flares of light. We begin at the enchanting table. There you will combine a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. This simple puzzle forms a glyph. Now go, piece them together, Each glyph is best suited for weapons, armor, or jewelry. Simply place the glyph upon an unenchanted item of that type, and the enchantment will take hold. A word of caution. Once applied, they are permanent.
Jora Oko Ta.
Craft a glyph using a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. Return when you have... You should attach it to an item so you can see the enchantment's effects. You show promise in every discipline I certify. Perhaps you seek to challenge my position as thrice-accredited master craftsman. If so, Millenith offers blacksmith, clothier, and woodworking certification. I last saw...
Flowers for sale. A posy to gain a sweetheart's favor, perhaps? Oh, that's a pity. Well, now this is a mess. I'm taking a chance here. Sometimes I hear strange things, like what's on that note. Black roses with thorns. I've heard whispers of dark nature magic. That's just the kind of thing Roy, your dead man, would be interested in. With the note? I don't know. That's just what Roy did. He would find out things. Daggerfall has many eyes and ears. After all, information is cheaper than war.
Welcome, friend. You can't get better fruits or vegetables anywhere in Daggerfall. I guarantee it. Look, I don't want any trouble. That's a phrase used by the King's intelligence network. It means someone's going to get killed. I don't want to know anything more. Just leave me out of this. You know, the eyes and ears of Daggerfall? That's how King Casimir keeps track of what's going on in the city. But you didn't hear about it from me. I said leave me alone. Take your questions and go. I'm not involved in this. It sounds like something that Roy would want to know about. Damn persistent, aren't you? Roy's a friend. I trust him. People I don't know, I don't trust. And I don't know you. I sell the best fruits and vegetables in Daggerfall. Lots of people come by, I talk, and I listen. Then I talk to my friends, like Roy. As for other people, Maybe they should decide what they're going to do, now that they know so much.
Interested in a set of new clothes? Something in silk, perhaps? No one ever leaves my shop empty-handed. I'm afraid those aren't for sale. The crescent moon is the heraldry of the Casimir family, the rulers of Daggerfall. Dead? Rugged fellow had a dog? That's Roy. Well, that was Roy. I'm sorry he's dead, but I'm not surprised. If you figure out what Roy knew and who killed him, I'm sure someone will reward you. It's also a good way to get yourself killed. Roy was a good man, loyal to Daggerfall. People trusted him. Even that old dog loved him. I guess. I liked Roy. He watched out for the merchants around here. And in exchange, we helped Roy. I listened and let Roy know what people were saying. If we ever told him something important, Roy made sure the right people were informed. If a crime has been committed, talk to Captain Arison. It's his job to keep the city safe, so he's as good a choice as any. He's usually by the great stairs behind the Mages Guild. He likes to keep an eye on the approach to the castle.
Welcome to Daggerfall. Move along. Roy, where is he? Why did he send a stranger in his place? Dead. Mara's hands. Let me look at that note. It's our code, all right. Someone who uses dark nature magic is planning to assassinate King Casimir. But who's behind this? I need to know more. Just don't try to play me for a fool. But with Roy dead, I don't seem to have much of a choice. Talk to Grenna Grakush at the Rosy Lion Inn. If Roy was onto something, she'll know what to do. Betray us and, well, she'll still know what to do.
Honor and steel.
I'm busy. Can't you see I'm drinking here? And? Why are we talking? By Malakath. Roy stepped on a nest of snakes this time. One of the vipers is upstairs. He might know something. I'd confront him, but he knows me. Maybe a stranger like you can get him to talk. Eager. Reminds me of Roy. Go upstairs. Find Levesque and rattle his teeth, but don't kill him. We may need him later. Just don't mention me. I'm not an agent of the Crown. I'm just an orc enjoying her ale. His demand till twilight raised a hand. And what do you offer in return? Chastising nerd. Then what whispered long.
Help me. I've been discovered. Don't let them get me. You don't think I had anything to do with that, do you? Agreed. I'll tell you everything I know. Martin Lerineau hired me. He lives next door to the inn, in the large manor house. I'm a mason, you see. Martin wanted me to make him a map of the tunnels beneath Daggerfall. The secret ones that lead to the castle. But I don't know what he's planning, I swear. I just needed the gold. I've got my own troubles back in Wayrest.
You're back. What happened? I thought I heard some noise upstairs, but you don't look any worse for the wear. Did you let that snake Levesque live? Martin the merchant? We need to know everything. Get inside Lerineau's manor. Look for anything that can shed light on what they're planning. I'll stay here and keep an eye on Levesque, so take anything you find straight to Captain Arison.
If you have anything suspicious to report, talk to Captain Arison or Lieutenant Dubois.
intruder.
When you visit the shops and markets, be sure to tell them the Daggerfall Guard sent you.
Fool! Your interference will not be tolerated.
Most of the royal family is safe, but his lordship is brave and stubborn. He refuses to leave the throne room. I need more information to convince him of the danger he's in. His lordship. Keep this quiet, or we'll never find the assassins in time. Divines help us if the king is killed. It could destroy the Alliance. I've taken every precaution to protect the royal family, but the king refuses to lay low. We need to find those assassins. Good. Talk to Sisana Atabas. She oversees the docks. Tell her what you discovered and she'll help in any way she can. Now hurry. The king's life is in danger.